my favorite place to be is in the kitchen, understandably so. And since we know you gotta eat, we're making it our mission to share some wider recipes. And Ashley Semper with OSF Healthcare is here to help us do just that. Welcome back, Ashley.
Thanks.
Now let's do some watermelon. What are we going to be making today?
We are making a refreshing watermelon feta salad.
Ooh, that sounds exquisite.
It's going to beat the heat.
Okay. Now we're going to start off with the watermelon, I would assume. How do you go about picking a good watermelon?
So I brought a perfect watermelon to show today.
Okay.
You want to make sure that you're looking for two things. You want it very heavy for its size, so make sure you know you're picking up, comparing two watermelons.
Okay.
And then you want this yellow spot. So it's a pretty big yellow spot you can see here. That means that it was let to ripen in the sun and wasn't pulled immaturely.
So just one yellow spot, not the entire watermelon?
No, you don't want a full yellow watermelon. You don't want a white spot. You don't want it all green. You want this bright yellow spot, as big as you can here.
Okay.
And then you want it nice and heavy.
Heavy, yellow spot, that means it's ripe and ready.
That means it's good to go.
Alrighty, we get our watermelon, and what's next?
So watermelon is 92% water.
Okay.
If you know, hence the name.
Watermelon,
and that makes it really low in calories. There's only 40 calories in a cup of watermelon, and it's full of vitamin C, which is really important for our immune health.
Nice.
So this is a really healthy salad.
Absolutely.
6 cups is what I'm starting with. So I just cubed up 6 cups of watermelon.
So how would they go about measuring that? Would that be half of the watermelon?
It depends on how big the watermelon is.
Okay.
I would say for one this size, it was only about a quarter of the watermelon.
Okay.
But then you can save the rest and eat it, you know, for breakfast
I am a huge
the rest of the week.
Okay.
So yeah, no, we're going to do a little bit of a dressing before we add some of the dry ingredients. So I'm going to have you squeeze those 2 lime halves that I've already cut into that little bowl there.
Okay.
So this just actually kind of sweetens it up a little bit.
Really?
It's perfect if you accidentally buy a bad watermelon because you're going to add a little bit of honey and lime juice to this.
You wouldn't, I mean, me personally, I would expect the lime to make it a little sour.
Well, you're going to add the honey to it, and it's going to kind of contrast that.
Okay.
So it's just about 2 halves of a lime, 2 tablespoons. That's good. And then you're going to drizzle 4 teaspoons of honey.
4 teaspoons.
So I'm going to eyeball it for you. You can just squeeze, and I'll tell you when to stop.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're good.
Love that.
And
so
then
4 seconds, maybe.
Yeah,
Safe to
4
say.
seconds.
Okay.
Whisk that for me. Get it nice and combined. And you'll be able to tell, you'll feel that honey kind of start to meld into the lime juice.
I feel it.
Okay. You can go ahead and drizzle that on now. You can drizzle it on later. Doesn't matter, just needs to go on.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to add what I would say are dry ingredients. We've got a cheese that we're adding, which people might say, whoa, watermelon and cheese, that's weird. But this is feta cheese.
Okay.
It's a little bit briny. It gives a little bit of salt. It's made with cow's milk. Traditionally, it's made with sheep's milk, but it's a really great addition to this sweet watermelon salad. So that's 3/4 of a cup of crumbled feta.
I'm always asking about alternatives for people who aren't necessarily interested in this. What else can they put in there to replace?
Well, I would probably just leave the cheese out. Usually you're probably cheese or no cheese. Sure. If you don't like feta, you're probably not going to like blue. Blue cheese would be another one that you could add in there, but I would probably leave the cheese out if you're not a cheese fan.
Oh, I love cheese. I feel bad for those who
I know, it's my favorite food too.
You can put it on almost everything. You're missing out.
I know. Okay, some red onion. Gives it a little bit of bite. That's 1/2 of a cup of chopped red onion.
Okay.
And then we're adding some heart-healthy fats from the chopped pecans. So that's 1/3 of a cup of chopped pecans. It gives a little bit of a crunch. Do you say pecan?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Like, I think you're making fun of my pecan. And smell that first. What do you think that is?
Is this mint?
It is. So it's fresh mint leaves. So it's about 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh mint leaves. It really gives this, like, it brings out the flavors in this.
Interesting. You know, when I first looked at it, I thought it was maybe cilantro.
You could put cilantro in here, but there's something about the sweet watermelon with the mint and the red onion and then the dressing. So yeah, 1 cup of this is going to run you about 140 calories if you want to give it a try. I mean,
you know me, I love to taste.
It'll soak up in a couple hours.
Okay. I'm that kid that's waiting by the kitchen door for my mom to be like, come taste this. Okay. I don't know if it's just the watermelon, but it tastes delicious.
But refreshing, right?
Absolutely something to help you beat the heat. But don't take my word for it. If you're interested in these recipes and making it yourself, you can find them on our website, 25newsnow.com. Just click on the What's Happening tab. I'm going to dig into this some more, but we'll be back after the break.